Hi everyone, I'm Thilsey and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be doing a little CAS genetic experiment in which we'll be combining some of the most popular sims on the gallery to see what we end up with. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you might remember this sim that was in a previous version of this video where I combined the first 8 female sims of the gallery, and this was the result. I'm going to link that video in the description if you haven't watched it. But today we are going to be doing the male version of this, so I'm going to take the first 8 male sims and see what the perfect gallery male sim would look like, and then just for fun I'm going to combine them and just have an ultimate gallery sim. Which reminds me, this gallery experiment is actually a spin-off in a way of my ultimate townie experiment, where I combine all townies in all of the worlds to get an ultimate townie. I'm also going to link that in the description. I would definitely recommend watching it. It's a really fun challenge. But now let's get started. As I said, I'm going to take the first 8 sims, but I'm going to split that in half. So let's take first 4. So this is a household with 2 sims, 1 male, 1 female. I don't need this sim. I would only need this one. Next one is easy because it's just this guy by himself, and these 2 as well. But before I download them, I just kind of want to comment. It's been, I think, about 4 months since I did the perfect female gallery sim. I know it's been a while. I kind of just forgot about this little spin-off. I'm so sorry. But I think that the state of the gallery is looking kind of similar. I remember using some of these households for the female version, so I guess I kind of know what we'll be working with. But finally, let's get started. Let's combine this first sim with this sim who's kind of good looking, not gonna lie. And I will have them all have male children because we are trying to figure out the perfect male sim. So let's just randomize once. Ooh, he's kind of cute, honestly. Dylan, let's age you up, and I'm gonna give them just a tiny bit of a CC just to give them a chance to look a little bit better. This is not going to affect their genetics at all. They're just gonna look a little bit nicer, a bit more bearable for me to look at them. But that's pretty much all that's happening, so don't worry about that. But you know, this is pretty okay. This is a pretty decent looking sim. I'm not very mad about it. I'm just gonna doing the usual, like I usually do in these challenges, that just some relatively neutral skin overlays, eyelashes, and this GS blush so they look a little bit more alive. And this is the first sim that we are working with. So let's move on to something a little bit strange. I need to combine these 2 twins, Josh and Jackson here. I think they'll be pretty much similar, so I'm thinking just to blend these 2 together, and then that result, which is probably just going to be a clone of these 2 anyway, is going to breed with the one that we just made. Let's just randomize once for just in case, but I think that there's not really going to be much surprise here. I mean, his face just stayed the same. Zane, let's age you up. I mean, he looks as you would expect, I think. I think that this experiment is quite interesting, especially for someone who's not very good at making male sims. So I don't think this will really teach me anything, but it's kind of interesting to see what people download, I guess, because these are the most downloaded sims anyway. It has to be for a reason, right? But anyway, let's combine Zane with Dylan now, and I'm gonna be super surprised. Let's just randomize once, but I'm gonna be super surprised if the actual final result of this video ends up looking really good, because the female one didn't really, but this so far is looking like ridiculously good. They're actually getting better and better every time. Like, this sim, I would totally play with this sim. He is actually like really good looking. I'm so surprised by that, honestly. We're already kind of at the midpoint of the experiment, and I am really happy with this. Like, even the side profile is looking amazing. Now we can move on to the next 4 sims on the gallery. So let's start with this household. Well, we have 2 sims here already, so this is gonna be quite quick. This one is next. Just a 1 more, and that will be Colby. Well, you already know how it goes. Let's combine this one with the sim that was in his household, who is technically his brother, but let's not think about it that hard. So let's randomize once. Pretty okay. I think that we're actually gonna get super lucky and end up with an actually good looking male sim, which is honestly unheard of in my ultimate experiments, because most of my ultimate townies are kind of a disaster, and the female gallery sim was also kind of terrible, so I'm really surprised that this is looking really good. Maybe not with those eyebrows though. So far, I'm genuinely really positively surprised. So let's move on to Blake and combine him with who is last Colby. Now let's randomize you once. Wow, that's really a lot. Okay, doesn't matter. Rick, let's age you up. Wait, he's looking like totally normal. Well, it's not that bad. Maybe just don't look at it that hard and let's hope that it's not gonna carry over, because that's the only thing that's looking kind of terrible so far, but everything else is surprisingly really good. So now let's combine you with, who is it that we just made? I should be reading out the names a bit more. Carmelo. Now let's randomize this once. Well, I can't really see that much, but when it comes to the face, he's kind of cute. I'm removing facial hair on all of them just so we can see the face a little bit better. So everything is kind of clear and fully visible, so we know what we are working with. But this is looking really good. I can't believe I keep saying that, but it's just so true. Now we're already at the last step. Let's bring in the first sim that we made. I mean, to be fair, he does have that ultimate townie face on him. If you know what I mean, you definitely see it as well. But let's combine these two to see what happens. I'm gonna turn him around and randomize once. Oh, interesting. Looks like a black hair one. I kind of had a feeling that it would. Bryson, let's age you up. And slowly, even though I can definitely see a spoiler here because of this custom mirror, but you won't be able to see it. But let's slowly turn you around and see what is, by this logic, the most perfect male sim. What is the most downloaded sim on the gallery? Here he is. Here's what we are working with. Do you agree this technically is the midpoint of what everyone is downloading on the gallery? I mean, he's decently good looking. The chin definitely is winning kind of from that guy at some point, but he's not that bad. I really like his eye shape and the eyebrow area. I'm gonna put in just a tiny bit more effort into his makeover because I will use him because I do need to combine him in a minute with our female ultimate sim. His face, in my opinion, is a little bit long, but that's pretty much the only thing that I would say is kind of wrong with him. Everything else is honestly quite nice. Anyway, let's bring in our perfect female sim, who, in my opinion, now that I see her, and I forgot how amazing her name turned out to be, she's called Star Gamer. I absolutely adore that. But I would say that Bryson looks a lot better, so we actually have a chance to make a relatively decent sim in the end. I'm gonna turn you around real quick, and I think they will have a girl just because it's a bit more fun to make girls, not gonna lie. So let's randomize to get our absolutely perfect, the most downloadable sim of all time. No, the gamer surname didn't carry over. That would have been a lot funnier. Bailey, why are you not Bailey Gamer? Anyway, let's age you up and let me slowly turn you around to see what is going to be happening. Whoa, she's looking actually really good. She's looking extremely normal. It's honestly a bit shocking. Oh wow, actually the eyelids are quite interesting. Well, the face proportions are also quite interesting, but it's not as bad as I would think. So I'm quite impressed, not gonna lie. I don't know, do you think, is this a win? Is this a fail? I can't decide quite yet actually. I kind of like her. I just wish that her chin area was a little bit bigger. If it was just kind of like that, she would have been really great. Let me just give you some kind of personality real quick. You can be lazy genius who's clumsy. That's not really helping me that much. Well, this is just even worse. Loner who hates children and is sad all the time. Just give me something I could work with. I don't know how to style you. Good, self-assured, and a party animal. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that for sure. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked. I just don't know how to dress her, but let me just give her some color preferences. You're gonna like white and this like boho and green, and also like pink. Okay, that's pretty okay. I can work with that. So she had a long black hair, I think. So let's give you, ooh, that's actually really pretty. Let's give you, you know what? Let's give you that long black hair. It is. Do you want to change your eyes? Maybe I do actually. Like that. That's a little bit better with the eye overlay. Well, okay, let's just address you really quickly into something super simple. You like pink, you like white, so let's just give you this fun dress. Sure, you would probably like that. So there we go. This is Bailey, and she is the midpoint of all of the most downloaded Sims on the gallery. So let me know, what do you think? Do you agree? She does look a lot like our star gamer here. I can definitely see a lot more of her, at least in the face shape, but all of the good features are definitely from this most downloaded male sim. So it looks like you can find a lot of good looking male sims on the gallery. This is, although a bit messy, still a decent result for this type of stupid experiment. Let me know, are you happy with this? And if you are, and if you want to see more videos like this, click right here to watch the next Ultimate Townie, and I will see you there.